Oh, that's going to be all over the place.
That was a quick one. The way you said it seemed like it was pretty great and jazzy, so I don't see what the problem is.
You're right. My bad. That's exactly what I meant.
Hello, and welcome to Way Too Broad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups.
Grown-ups.
I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
What's going on, Hannah? Hi, Ben.
Hello.
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 Hey there.
All right. Look.
What
it's almost Christmas, apparently.
Yeah, a week till. 1 week, one sleep till Christmas. 7 times 7.
What? 7 sleeps till Christmas.
It depends how long you're going to sleep for. I mean, you could be right.
Listen, I'm on vacation now, so for me, it's one more sleep till Christmas. I'm catching up, y'all.
Oh my God, yeah. I feel like completely, I just like forgot like that Christmas just like was like this thing that was like nebulously in the future until like yesterday. I was laying in bed and I was thinking about how I had like several vacation days left and they were probably counting on me for coverage because I hadn't put in for any of them and everyone else had. And I finally got my shit together and put in for a couple of days this morning, but like I did not plan ahead because this year like time has ceased to exist.
Oh, so you don't have like all of next week off or anything like that?
No, but I have Wednesday off and I have Monday off, so it's okay.
And Thursday,
I'm okay
Friday?
with it. Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody has those days off.
Not necessarily. Work. Okay.
At my work.
Oh, your work. Like, I'm supposed to know that. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I should have double-checked the employee handbook before I asked you that stupid fucking question.
So, anyway, all I'm saying is I was not prepared. Let's do drinks. What am I drinking?
I don't know.
Are we supposed to fucking guess? Oh, you're drinking like a wine, beer, or cider.
Oh.
You've got a cup, I saw.
Ah. Well, I'm drinking water, first of all. Lots of water. First and foremost, my one true love.
I thought about that today, just how, like, fucking great water is, and how it can, like, just, like, cure what ails you. If you've, like, eaten something weird, or, like, you dehydrated, you just, like, suck down some water, and, like,
yeah.
it gets your body right.
It's your body right. I was saying to Ian, like, and then it came out really stupid, and it's going to again. But like, have you noticed that
water gets your body right?
No, that's great, very smart. But I was saying to him, have you ever noticed when you're really thirsty or dehydrated, you can chug like an entire like practically liter of water to your face in one try, but then when you're not thirsty, you can't. Like, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Body's like an accordion.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Our body is just like an accordion.
And water gets it right.
Yeah, water greases our accordions.
Oh, speaking of that, I know we're doing drinks. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna hold this question. This is the question the good question. I'll hold it later. What do you got in that cup?
Okay, this is a beer. It's called Paulaner Salvatore Double Bock.
Oh.
I have half of it because apparently it's pretty strong, so Ian and I split it. It's I'm
gonna guess like a 10 or 11. I'm gonna guess a 10.5.
I think it's less than that. Ian said, 7.9% alcohol by volume. Apparently, this is like the type of beer that monks used to make for when they were fasting so that they could drink it, and it was like somewhat nourishing when they couldn't have food. And I was like, why would you want more alcohol for that?
Yeah, it'd fuck you
For,
up, too.
for
Fuck you up.
nourishment.
Yeah.
You want,
For tripping
But it's
balls,
good.
that's
you want
what.
the nourishment.
Yeah.
It's poison. Alcohol's poison.
Yeah.
That beer is poison.
It gets your body wrong.
Yes, exactly. It's the opposite of, it's the devil to the angel of water.
That's right. It's beautiful. This is a water podcast now.
Erin, what are you drinking? Water, I hope.
Beautiful, beautiful water. I got a beautiful water, and I've also got a classic pairing, a white wine and a decaf coffee. Beautiful.
White wine and decaf coffee.
And I think that's a classic pairing. That was a joke. That was satire.
I was trying to write down all the things we said about accordions, but I'm going to have to go back and
Yeah.
capture
I
them.
wish we were recording it. Ben, what are you drinking?
Sweet, sweet ice water to get my body right.
You gotta
Nice.
get it right.
It's the angel of liquids.
It's an angel. It's an angel that gets your body right.
Preach.
Can we just throw some mid-roll ads in this one for water?
Yeah. Is your body wrong? Do we have your cure? It's water. It gets your body right.
idiot.
If your body is wrong, don't look long. You take some water and drink. The song gets your body right.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. So that's the first one. And we'll just see where else feels right to plop those ads in.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your big question, Erin?
Yeah, I've got a big good question. Sometimes I would say this happens, I'd say on the reg, not a ton, but maybe like once a month ish. Molly feels distinctly taller. And we notice it at the same time. Molly's taller than me, as most people are. But sometimes she's a lot taller than me. Like, she's like looking right over my head. And then sometimes she's looking right into my eyes. And I feel like we both notice it. I'll be like, you're tall today. And she's like, I know. Or maybe I'm short. Well, we don't know. That's the thing. So I was wondering if either of you ever encountered this with your spouse. Please answer within this.
No.
No?
Nope.
No? Hard no. Okay.
Did it happen before quarantine? Because you mentioned that you don't know if it's you or her.
Yeah.
Because you don't see anybody else right now.
Yeah. Well, it's just we're always thinking about it in relationship. We'll be hugging, and then we'll be like, oh, you're, I'll be like, you're tall today. She's like, I know. Or like, you're back to normal.
I missed you.
Yeah.
So far away.
See my eyes again. I think it happens. I think it's more noticeable now because we're always in bare feet around each other and hugging a lot more.
Thinking about shoes. Ian does get taller when he has like a massage or is able to like so like it's a relaxation thing for him. Like he'll kind of almost like crunch his own body up with his tense muscles, and then when he's able to relax, like he just kind of stretches out.
Thing?
Might be a slouching thing. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I always make a joke. It's like, yeah, I'm sure I've been like lifting heavy this week. I've been like crushed into the ground. But I don't think that's it. Because the other day she was back to normal. I think it's her for some reason. I think she's growing and drinking. We both kind of do.
She was back to normal.
She's back to normal. You know what? Next time we'll do some measurements. We'll take this issue to science and see,
Yeah,
what,
get
science,
scientific.
see what science has to say.
Yeah, that is interesting. I think it'd be a really good idea to bring science into the picture there.
Please write us an email, leave us voicemail, or text us if you experience this with your significant other or
Yes,
anybody
please.
who you are living day to day in a house with. Unless they're like a teenager and they're growing and they're taller, because they just are.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that. Science
But
already knows about that.
Yeah. Is your adult person shrinky dinky and then getting back to growing and shrinking?
Is your adult person growing and shrinking? You should probably try water.
It gets ruddy right. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's dehydrated some days and then rehydrates and whoop.
Oh my god, that's probably it. Like those towels that get really, and then you put them in the water and
Exactly.
they get bigger, but you can't use them then because they're wet.
Right, which is so fucking pointless.
You gotta plan way ahead to use those towels.
I feel like maybe if a similar thing was happening with me and Kylie, we would never notice because I'm already like a foot taller than her.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's
But
not
you guys are so close that little things like you could see it.
Yeah, she's just maybe a few inches. What's really interesting is our legs are the exact same height. I just have like such a short waist. I have like no torso. And so like she's taller just in the torso, which is funny.
A short waist?
Yeah, I have like no waist. I have a very short waist.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
listen,
thing.
It's a
Do you
whole
wear
thing.
petite sizes? That's supposed to be what petite actually means, is that you're short-waisted. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I don't really like wear women's clothes all that often, so it doesn't really translate. So
Yeah.
I just kind of wear whatever fits. You
That
know?
makes sense.
Yeah, I mostly wear bark I've gathered from trees. Sewn together.
I don't really wear like human
Yeah.
clothes anymore.
I don't really wear what like you humans refer to as like, clothes. Since I've been fully remote, I don't really wear clothes. I've kind of just have this Snuggie that I put on for meetings, and that's about it.
I sort
And
of
then
just cover myself in mud and dirt.
I just throw
People
a
think it's a
towel
brown
down
top.
on my office chair and then have my
Apparently
meetings
that's
Snuggie.
like a thing in nudist communities. It's like everyone has like their towel that they put down when they sit,
Yeah.
which makes
That's-
perfect sense.
Yeah, that's both considerate and comfortable. I hear.
You know, all this talk of like wood sprite life reminds me. I'm, for some reason, and I'm not like angry about it, I've found myself on like the witch talk, like fairy talk side of TikTok, like people who are like a lot more well versed in like magic and stuff, like actual in quotes. I have no idea how actual, like magic and astrology and stuff. And I have a latent interest in those things, which I think is why the algorithm keeps serving them up to me. But like, I don't have the attention span to like become a witch. But
Can that be our title? I don't know the attention span to become a witch. Can you write it down? Thanks.
yeah, I'll write it down. But everyone across all of the like more woo-woo sides of TikTok is talking about December 21st as being a very important day. All the astrologists, all the like magic folk, like everybody is talking about how December 21st is going to be like this big convergence and a really good day for manifesting and starting new projects and like meditating and all these things, because there's like this new 200-year era, something akin to the Age of Aquarius, which I also don't know what that is, that's coming starting on December 21st. So I'm just like, I guess, saying this to do my part to get the word out. Like, if you feel like you've been thinking about starting a new project, maybe consider starting it on Monday. It's tomorrow as this episode comes out.
Maybe I'll change my towel.
Yeah, get a new towel. See
Get a
if
new chair towel.
Remember when December 21st was the day that the Mayan calendar said the world was going to end? In 2012, I think.
That's another thing some people are saying is that the Mayan calendar was like 8 years off and the world's actually going to end. But I'm
they were
not listening.
dyslexic. That's right, 2021. Oh, so close.
I'm not listening to that. I'm listening to a great day for manifestation or whatever the fuck.
What does that mean?
Like
taking an inventory of your pantry, like that sort of manifest.
No, it's like The Secret. It's like some law of attraction shit. I don't honestly know. Everybody on TikTok is always talking about manifesting things, but the best of my understanding, it's kind of like you speak things into existence. Like you say the things that you want aloud a lot of times, and that's supposed to help them come to you sooner.
Okay.
Basically. Fascinating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's big with Gen Z, apparently. Okay.
Who's Gen Z?
Who's Gen Z?
Is that like
Who's
Banksy?
Gen Z?
Is that like knockoff Banksy? I almost said Benzie. That's funny.
I have a story, an upfront. I checked our emails. We don't have any. Thanks a lot, everybody. Just
that
kidding.
was not
great.
much of an upfront. Gotta be honest.
I have an upfront. It is about Hollow Knight, but I promise, I insist to you two and promise to our listeners that we won't go off on another long Hollow Knight tangent, because I just can't continue editing out 20 minutes worth of us talking about Hollow Knight spoilers every week.
You're treading a fine line here, bringing it up in the first place.
I know. But Ian really wanted me to tell you guys a story.
Okay.
He says hi also. He wanted me to tell you he says hi.
Hello.
So I have been, ever since I finished work today, I have been grinding it out at the Coliseum, which is a little bit of a spoiler, but, you know, just whatever.
Deal with
There's a Coliseum in the game, and you go through like a gauntlet of fighting like a bunch of different types of enemies. And if you get to the end, then you win stuff. So I was doing that because I wanted some money. And after like an hour and a half, maybe, Ian turned to me and he's like, "This area is funny because you say bitches all the time when you're." And I was like, I do? Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you just like every once in a while you just be like, bitch, like bitches. And it turned out to be true. Like even when I was like actively paying attention, I still continued to do it constantly afterwards. He was like, yeah, it didn't stop. Like, so I just yell bitch a lot, especially in the Coliseum.
That.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Or like, this bitch. Like, it was fun though. I beat the first two thingies. And you can fight him again. You can go through it again also.
Yep.
That's pretty
It's a really good way to get a bunch of money if you
need I need a bunch of money, so I'm probably going to do that. All right, let's see. Do we have any other upfront things that are not Hollow Knight spoilers?
Oh man, I keep having one that's flitting in and out of my mind.
Oh, I hate that.
I know. Fuck.
Have you started Bake Off yet?
No, not yet. We're starting Killing Eve season 3, but that's not it either. We talked about Killing Eve. But yeah, we finally are getting to that. It's good so far.
Wait, I don't think I've seen it. When did it come out?
We had to buy
Yesterday.
it on Prime. Oh my fucking god, you got me for a second. I was like, did we buy it? What episode 134, I was waiting to remember. We talked about Killing Eve.
That's what you're doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're waiting to remember.
Wow.
I really am.
Oh yeah, I have seen this one. I have seen this whole
Season 3. Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're really behind on it. It's older at this point. It keeps startling us when it does the like the city flash on the screen. We just keep getting fucking startled out of our minds. So, that's fun.
That's cute.
I'm just not going to remember. I forgot it, and then I remembered it while you were talking, and I forgot it again.
Well, feel free to interject if you remember it.
Okay.
Ben, do you have any upfront stuff? How's your life going?
Busy. I'm supposed to have, officially I have the next 2 weeks off, like everyone on staff does. But I have to work Monday and Tuesday and possibly Wednesday.
No!
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just because you have too much stuff going on?
Yeah.
But then you'll get
Bullshit.
that following week off completely?
Yes.
Okay,
that for
that's
sure.
good,
And also I can take comp days for those days that I work during the break.
That's good.
Okay.
Don't let them
So I may
steal
get
your
like
time.
a couple 3-day weekends
Yeah.
in January. Except January's also going to be really busy. But
But oh my
Would
gosh.
you rather be busy at work or bored at work?
busy at work.
Yes. I'd rather be busy in the right kind of way, like on projects I can dive deep on and focus on for a long time,
Yeah.
rather than pinging
That.
around on stuff.
I don't
having
like
many
being
things.
busy with busy work or
Yeah.
being busy on having a bunch of disparate things to do
Yeah.
that it feels like, even though none of them are particularly difficult, it's just like is really hard to keep up, which is what all of December has been like for me.
Yeah.
But I really like having like one project I'm working on that I can dive really deep into and be busy with that.
Yeah, same. Maybe that's just human and how human be.
No, humans are like accordions, I think we decided.
That's right.
They're actually like mostly water.
Yeah, they're accordions full of water. No,
That's why water make your body right, because your body's wrong when you're running out.
Well, I know that we're
water.
accordions because Molly is sometimes taller.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So,
That's just she's just expanding.
yeah. I'm shrinking back now.
Is it on days where she drinks a lot of water that she's
haven't
taller? Maybe
noticed.
that's what it is.
We're going to take this matter to science, so we'll report back.
Don't worry, Ben. Science will handle it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, should we pop in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm first this week.
What are you obsessed with?
All right. So the the honest answer is still Hollow Knight, but I'm not going to talk about Hollow Knight again.
Good.
We've maxed out our Hollow Knight talk.
Yeah.
But there's this other thing that's been happening on YouTube, and so I thought it might be kind of fun. I'm gonna be quick about it, but I thought it might be kind of fun to run you guys through some of the drama that I have been obsessively following on YouTube this week.
Great.
And also at the same time make a recommendation for a good YouTuber who I really like, who is caught up in some of this drama. So the YouTuber who I like, her name is Smokey Glow. Her actual name is Hannah. Her channel is called Smokey Glow. She is.
Hey, wait a second. Your name is Hannah.
Yeah, we're both Hannah. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
That's the
Wait a
reason I
second.
like her.
Are you related? Isn't it funny people ask you that when you have the same first name? Like, no, dumbass. That's not how relation works. It may even is a proof that we're not related.
Yeah. Like, not closely, because...
Yeah.
Anyway. Like, that's like... I was thinking about motocross some more, and how naming your twins Andrea and Andrew is fucking so stupid. Like, and then calling them both Andy for a nickname is so fucking stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's sadistic.
sadistic. Yeah.
And then not being able to tell them apart when one of them gets a short haircut.
When they look nothing alike.
When they look nothing
No,
alike.
you guys, they both have a cleft chin and blonde hair, and
Is
they're
that-
totally different heights.
Yeah.
Also, they're not identical twins.
No, they're not. They're not identical twins at all. I mean, the actors are not even related, but
I mean, they are.
Even though they have the first name.
They are
First name.
they are identical when they have short hair, though.
Apparently. So Smokey Glow is I guess, I'm not sure her whole, like, evolution, but she does a mix of content. She is most of the time, like, a beauty YouTuber, like a makeup YouTuber. She reviews makeup mostly, or she does, like, like videos about new releases. She does, like, some, like, tutorials and, like, get ready with me type stuff. I don't watch a lot of that because I don't wear makeup. I don't really care about it. But she also covers, drama, but she does it from like she's either a social worker or she's studying to be a social worker, and she's really, really, really smart and like very empathetic, and she's very well informed. Like if ever you see a Smokey Glow video come up about any topic, you know that she's done a lot of research about it and has like a bunch of notes and is like ready to speak about it intelligently. And I really, really appreciate that, because especially when a topic is like very trendy on YouTube, everyone will try to make a video on it just to like get some views, and not a lot of people will say anything new on the subject because they don't need to, because people are looking for that information. They'll go like view their videos and move on to the next one, right? It's kind of, the incentive structure is kind of fucked up, but like she's very principled, I would say, in the way that she kind of runs her business, and in the way that she talks about things. She's not perfect. Like she's made mistakes, like, but she owns up to them. So speaking of which, so she's been doing this thing for all of December, I think, called Glowmas. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember. Which is like in December, the ad sales, like the AdSense prices on YouTube go up like crazy for some reason. So a lot of people do like Vlogmas things where they just like do a video every day, or like at least a lot more often than usual.
I didn't know that was why people did that.
Yeah, I didn't know either until someone said it recently.
So they like get paid more per video, and so they're just raking it in?
Yeah, they get paid more per view as long as their channel's monetized. So they just put out as much content as they can. I mean, it has to be interesting enough to get views, but if you have like a decent sized subscriber base, you'll get views. So she's doing that. She does. Most YouTubers do something like it every year. And one thing that she's been doing as part of it are these collaborations where, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm having like all kinds of issues. Okay.
I'm pissed.
Huh?
I'm pissed at you for taking so long to talk. I'm just pissed.
So
honestly, your apologies aren't enough at this point.
Okay. Well, then I don't apologize. So she's doing some collaborations. She's peppering in some collaborations. And basically what that means for her is that she'll make a video about a topic that's like agreed upon between her and someone else. They'll also make a video on that topic. They'll like just, discuss beforehand. So they are, it's collaboration, but they're not in each other's videos. They just link to each other's videos underneath. And so she did a few of them. One of them that she did was with this like specifically drama YouTuber named Angelica Oles. I don't like her that much. I never really did, but she's like the type, she comes up on my feed a lot. She's like very well known in the like drama community. She, just like talks about like, 5 or 6 different topics in every video that she does. And she puts out videos like very frequently. And so she'll just cover like whatever like YouTuber drama is happening. It's just like not the level of depth that I'm interested in usually. It's a little bit more shallow. But they said nice things about each other, and I watched both their videos. They were like ranking the biggest like drama things of the year, or whatever. So I'm into that kind of like shallow shit sometimes. It's like the same thing that used to have me watching like reality shows. Now I watch, YouTuber drama play out, and I watch videos about it. So they did that. And then I like moved on with my life. And then 2 days later, I see this long post on Hannah's community page where she's like apologizing for collaborating with Angelica and how people have been commenting things that she didn't know about her. And she's like very sorry that she didn't hold her to the same rigorous standards that she would like a creator that wasn't her friend, and didn't like look deeper into, you know, some allegations and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's fucked up, but I'm glad that like Hannah put this statement out. And I didn't really think about it anymore again after that. And then 2 days later, instead of one of her regular Glomus videos, Hannah put out like an hour and a half long video. They're normally like 10-15 minutes of her talking about like her side of everything that had been going on, I guess, on like social media and on Angelica's channel since this video came out that was just supposed to be like a fun collaboration for Christmas.
Wow,
so I was like,
whoa,
what's happening? So I went and watched Hannah's video. I haven't watched Angelica's video, and I'm not going to, but I have since then also. This is why it's my obsession. I've been watching like speaking of like people jumping on the bandwagon of trending topics on YouTube, I've been watching like every small vlogger's like video about their drama just to try to understand what Angelica said, because I just like don't want to watch her videos. But another reason is because it has to do with like racism and microaggressions, and I did want to like make sure that I heard some like people of color's voices on the topic. And so a lot of the other videos I've been watching have been like Black people who have been kind of speaking on it and how they feel like both of them handled it and stuff. So anyway, what happened was, I guess like a few months ago, Angelica Oles made this careless statement. It wasn't even like that bad, but in one of her videos, like her multi-topic videos I was talking about, she made this careless statement about how like the Kardashians and Jenners live in people's minds rent-free. Like defending the like one of the Jenners, but the reason that like she was covering them to begin with was because they there was this Photoshop picture going around of one of the Jenners, Kylie Jenner, like with a caption that said brown skin girl, and like they're perpetually doing things that are like very culturally appropriative and acting like they are like some sort of non-white ethnicity and super like tanning and kind of blackfishing people, and they are not. They're white people. So like, you know, the BIPOC community gets pretty pissy about it for very valid reasons, right? So that thing happened. She covered it, and she was very dismissive of that community when she covered it, but in like a passing way. Like that in itself was not really the problem, but the thing people had a problem with was her reaction to it, because there were a lot of like well-meaning fans who were reaching out to her about it, who were like Black women mainly, who were like telling her how that was like not really a well-informed opinion and stuff, and she I guess didn't handle any of that really well. And I don't know a lot of the details of it. I just know that there are like really viable accusations of her like and her friends kind of like being very dismissive in a way that was very microaggressive, and also blocking a lot of people of color who were speaking out to her. So she didn't ever address that situation. She's kind of let it go away as quietly as possible. And this collaboration with Hannah is only like 3 months later. So it kind of flared it back up, because the people who watch Smokey Glow, like, you know, they kind of expect Hannah to hold herself and her collaborators to like a higher standard, because that's the kind of creator that she is. And that's why she reacted the way that she did, because she just did not know the full story until people started calling it out to her. So, then basically the video comes out, people start reacting. Hannah pins a comment saying she's looking into it, is trying to reach out to Angelica, but Angelica lives in the UK and she was sleeping. So Hannah ended up putting out like her first statement about the issue before she had been able to reach Angelica. And so it became this like immediately, by the time both of them were awake and talking about it, I think they were just like already just both really stressed and angry at each other. And I guess they had some like pretty heated words. And then like everything, I'm not gonna like go much into detail beyond this, but the crazy thing is that like that was only the first half of the video. It was like Hannah explaining all of that. And then the second half was like the rest of the people, like some of the more toxic people in the drama community, who had brought back up a time that I think it was in 2019, that Hannah decided not to go to a Christmas party while she was visiting someone else in Texas. And they still cite that as a reason that she's like two-faced and not a good friend. It became like very high school drama. Like, it was so weird. Like, I was like, how are they still thinking about this? And the reason she decided not to go was, one, she was like not friends with these people. They had invited her to like, because when you're like both working in YouTube, it's kind of like they're almost like your coworkers. So she was considering.
Are you going into why she didn't go to a random Christmas party in 2009?
Right, like, but that was like the thing. Well, it's because one of the people who was going to the party had recently been called out for saying the N-word and had never apologized for it, and she was like, "I don't want to go to this party with this person."
I feel like I don't go to parties all the time because I'm just like, I don't really feel like leaving.
I know. Like, I can't imagine being the type of person who's still thinking about who came and who didn't come to my Christmas party last year.
What they need is a big, long work project that they can just dive deep into and think about for a long time. They need some water to get their body right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They do need some water. They need to all drink some water. So anyway, I've been just watching video after video about this because I can't believe in the time that like it took me to notice anything was going on, how much this whole situation like spiraled. And I'm also just in general, like, as I said, like the first statement Hannah put out wasn't great. It had some issues with it. She still didn't know the full story. It's hard to dig up the full story because so much of it happened on social media, and a lot of that is so ephemeral that like it took her a while to kind of understand more than what Angelica had told her about it at the time, which was not much and very like downplaying of it. But like the point that she got to and the video that she put out and the ultimate reaction that she had to the whole situation, I was very impressed with, and I think she did like a good job. It's kind of like how I feel about, you know, when Jenna Marbles left YouTube. I miss her so much. I miss her every day. But like when she and her apology video versus, or her like her last video on YouTube versus like everybody else's apology videos when they get canceled in quotes, like it was like, why can't more people be like this person? Like, that's kind of how I feel about the way that Smokey Glow handled the situation. And that's the only explanation I can give you for why I've been so obsessed with it this week. But if you looked at my YouTube history, you would be possibly concerned with how many videos I've watched about it.
What you need, Hannah, is a big, long work project that you can really dive into. I'm just kidding. You know what sounds really great is, like, not being famous at all.
Yeah.
And it is great. Not only does it sound great, it is great.
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah, nobody's bringing up the parties I didn't go to. They're vast in number.
Like, ridiculous.
If I had a dime for every party I didn't go to, I would have a lot of dimes. And I have a dime collection, so I do have a lot of dimes.
Are there a lot of drama YouTubers?
Yes. I mean, I'm not sure how many.
That are dedicated to drama related to other YouTubers?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't know if you followed all the, like, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Tati Westbrook stuff that happened this year and last year, and James Charles. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of YouTuber drama to cover.
The only drama YouTube person I've ever heard of is Keemstar.
Ugh.
And he sucks.
A lot of them suck. Like, a lot of them suck a lot. I tend to...
He's a huge Trump supporter.
Yeah,
too.
he is. I tend to highly curate the avenues that I watch. This is all I'm going to say about it because it's just a silly little thing that's just been truly my obsession this week. But I did just put a link in the chat, and I'll put it in the description of the episode as well, just to recommend. Today, Smokey Glow put out her latest. Today is Friday. Her latest Glowmas video, and she's trying to do her makeup like a Bratz doll, like make her eyes really big and stuff. And for some reason, like I normally wouldn't even watch a video like this because, like I said, her makeup content is not really what I'm there for. But it was just very funny. Like, she was just like very relaxed and fun to watch. So I would recommend it if you're wondering just like what she's like, but you don't want to watch an hour-long video about drama that she got wrapped up in. A lot of people that I watch who made videos about this drama were specifically frowning on all of the sort of backlash that Hannah got from the drama community, from Angelica Oles and the Christmas party people, because it was like completely like trying to deflect from the more serious issues about like racism. Plus, Angelica made some like weird ass comments about how she couldn't be anti-Semitic because she's from Poland and they had concentration camps there. Like, she's not Jewish; she's just from Poland. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
I can't be racist because I'm from the South and like we had racism here, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's same energy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Just watch Smokey Glow. She's a good one. She's a real one.
She's real. And she's not just saying that because her name's Hannah too.
She's a real one, even if she had a different name.
Yeah.
I would still say that.
I'm glad those things entertain and relax you, Hannah.
Yeah, it's also like, for me, it's good. It's a good thing to watch while I'm working because I don't really feel like I've missed out on much if I tune it out for a little bit. Like, it's not like I'm trying to follow a narrative necessarily. Especially if I'm watching various different people discuss the same issue, because they'll often start with details I already know before they get into their opinion. So like, I can kind of tune them out half the time and still, be entertained, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's my story.
Cool. The heart wants what it wants.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just how it is. We can't tell it. We can't tell it otherwise.
Yeah, yes, exactly. This is a show about our obsessions.
That's right.
Erin, what's yours?
What's going on? All right, I don't have a really satisfying obsession, but this is pretty true, and this is kind of like a month-long obsession, and it's Christmas music. Let me talk about Christmas music. Do I particularly love Christmas music? I would say no. I would say that I like Christmas music and feel obligated and delighted to listen to it for the entire month of December exclusively, mostly exclusively. So I have been, especially this year, endeavoring to listen to as much and as much in quantity and breadth of Christmas music as possible, because I feel like I'm somebody who, like, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum, but I said that last week too about a completely different topic. I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum, but I am. What'd you say?
Intelliflesh.
Well, that's not what I was yucking. I don't like to listen to Christmas music post Christmas, maybe like 1 or 2 days after. Definitely not after the New Year. I feel like, it cultivates a special atmosphere in my heart, and I don't like to cultivate that atmosphere outside of the Christmas season. So I find it a pleasant, anticipatory feeling to listen to Christmas music building up to the Christmas. But there is the Christmas. There is a so there's that, which I like Christmas music for that reason. But I feel like there's just so much good stuff out there. There's like a lot of artists who have, like, Pentatonics has like, gosh, 4 or 5 Christmas albums. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but I think they have like 4 or 5. And there's a bunch of like great jazz arrangements of Christmas songs. There's a bunch of, like, John Stephen has a fucking like, like whole section of his discography is Christmas music or Christmas related music. Most artists that I like have Christmas music, Christmas albums plural or Christmas songs. Sia has, we've talked about that in the past, has like a full album of like, I almost said homemade Christmas songs. Homemade Christmas songs. Where did we talk about that? What's it called? Gosh. Is it called Sia's Christmas? It's called Santa's Coming for Us.
It's called Every Day is Christmas.
Every Day is Christmas. You know, she's been a little bitch on Twitter, but other than that, this is great.
Like all those bugs in the Coliseum.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Didn't we talk about this Christmas album?
Maybe.
We must have.
I feel like it was someone's obsession.
It wasn't.
Is it just under Sia's Christmas album?
Gosh, I know we've talked about this. It's not in the topic index, and it's not on the front page. Anyway, I know we've talked about it.
Yeah.
So she has a whole album of fantastic homemade Christmas songs. And the list goes on and on.
From scratch.
Yeah, completely from scratch. The list goes on and on. So it's less of a, I love Christmas music, and it's more of a, I like Christmas music, and I only really feel like listening to it
like
this
a
1 month live.
I thought you just say I only feel alive
when I'm
listening to when I'm listening to it.
I only feel alive when I'm listening to it. I only feel like listening to it this 1 month of the year, and there's so much of it. And I always come away. Voctave has two wonderful Christmas albums. I always come away.
I just now realized that Pentatonics and Voctave are two different groups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Voctave I've talked about several times. I've never had Pentatonics as a obsession.
That's why I don't know them.
This is so embarrassing.
Erin is so offended.
I can't believe you right now. The Indigo Girls have a Christmas album. So I always come away from the Christmas season thinking I didn't take enough advantage of it, or I only listened to like one or two things. So anyway, this year I've really been diving in. I've been creating a playlist folder. Leslie Odom Jr. has two really great Christmas albums. So I've created a playlist folder which you can't share, which is so fucking stupid. So I have a Christmas folder.
It's just for me. You can't see it.
Yeah, it's private. It's marked private. It's called private Christmas music. Just to capture some of my favorite collections as I go. I have a playlist.
Where are you capturing them?
In Spotify, in my private Christmas folder.
Okay. Okay.
I'm cultivating a playlist. Also, shout out to my friend Sam, who we were talking about at the beginning of the season, and she was like, I don't really like Christmas music. And I'm like, that's chill. But then I kept sending her Christmas songs that I found were like more alternative, and we've been building a playlist together called Christmas Music for Sam, full of Christmas music that, you know, she might like. That I'll add stuff I think she might like. She's been adding stuff that she does like, and it's a banging playlist. I've been listening to it. So that's been really fun to discover more great Christmas music. And there's just a ton out there. I feel like I've just been really enjoying diving into all the genres and all the artists. David Diggs has a song, you know, it's in the holiday theme, a song called Puppy for Hanukkah, which is so good. I think it came out, huh?
I said,
Came out this year.
I'm looking. I thought I made a playlist a while back that was like unconventional Christmas music, but I think it must have been when I was still using iTunes because it's not in here. I was going to try to help you and Sam with your playlist, but I don't think I can.
Thanks. And then no thanks.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's basically it, and I've been enjoying it, and for the most part, I've been trying to exclusively listen to Christmas music. That has been tough at, like, the gym, but at the old home gym. I have been doing it, but I had to stop that for a little bit, because it was getting a little pokey. So... Pentatonics is good for... Pentatonics, not Voctave, is good for... it's good for They have more upbeat stuff, but anyway. So if you're looking for some Christmas music curation, hit me up. You know, I got you.
But don't ask for her folder because you can't see it.
Yeah, but I can send you the contents.
Yeah, but I can send you the contents.
The problem is the folder, not the contents. You can see the contents, you just can't see the folder. It's private.
Yeah. That's great. I feel like this is like a prime example of your lawful goodness, and it's like also one of these things that Ian is like exactly the same way about, not Christmas music specifically, but like, okay, pumpkin beer, for example. There will not be a pumpkin beer bought or consumed in our household until the beginning of October. Is it October, Ian? Is it October for pumpkin beer? September for Oktoberfest. Yeah, September for Oktoberfest.
That's fair.
And pumpkin beer is October. It's like that.
To be fair, but it is less about like it being a rule and more about it like it, you know, resonating with me, right? Like they're striking an internal chord with me. It's gotta land right. If we're having what's the month that comes before September Day? That is
August.
That's particularly chilly, right? If we're like a couple days away and there's a nice Oktoberfest I'm passing, you know, in the grosh, like that might strike a chord in me. I might see that and it might like, you know, we might be vibrating on the same frequency, and then that's how I know it's time. You know, it's just gotta feel good. Like we start listening to like, like Molly paves the way. Like she starts playing Sia's Christmas album like well before Thanksgiving because she wants to, and I love that, right? So, which isn't to say that Ian is that way. I feel like he is a little more,
a little more rules, a little more rigid. I would say,
which is what feels good to him. Mm-hmm. But it is just like you know, I don't think it's unheard of. Like sometimes I have like Voctave on shuffle, Voctave not pentatonics on shuffle, and some Christmas music will come up and I'll listen to it. You know, don't at me. But in general, I want to be consciously and partaking in the Christmas offerings during this merry season.
Yeah, I guess it's just like the way you're talking about listening to only Christmas music through the entire month of December, I'll be honest, sounds like torture to me. But I understand, like, if this is the window that you have, and there's a lot of music you're trying to listen to,
and there's a lot of variety, and so it doesn't feel like it feels, because it forces me to, if I'm in the mood for a certain type of music, find that out. But like Christmassy music or holiday music, you know. To really experience the full breadth of the offerings. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben, only.
No, I mean, it does sound fun. I don't know.
But you know, like the new Taylor Swift album came out, but that's like close enough. It's got some Christmas themes in there.
Is it good?
I have been enjoying it. I don't think it's as good as Furthermore Folklore, but I've been enjoying it.
I haven't really listened to much of it. I would do that.
I haven't listened to too much of it because, you know, I get right back to my
Christmas
music. Oh, I just want to shout out another thing I've been doing this week, which I actually highly recommend if that you two at least try and see what you think. But the other day I was about to start, I think it was Monday, I was about to start work, and I was like, oh man, it was like raining, and I was like, I miss coffee shops. And then I was like, I'm going to go to a coffee shop today at my house. Mm-hmm. And so I sat at the kitchen table and I put on like a coffee shop jazz Christmas music, like instrumental album. But then I played, there's a website called Coffeevity, hold on. Coffivity, so Coffeevity, which just has like gentle coffee shop background noise, like noise murmurs that you might hear, morning murmurs that you might hear at a coffee shop. So I played that underneath. Coffeetivity. What?
You said cafivity.
Cafivity.
It's like covfefe. It's like
Cafivity. I feel like you could choose to pronounce it cafivity if you wanted to.
If you just ignore the T in the middle of it entirely.
It's silent. Sorry. Cafivity.
Honestly, Erin trying to pronounce words is one of my favorite things sometimes.
Cough-itivity.
I feel like that's not the first time where you've like looked up a word, spelled it, and then just like ignored several letters.
It's really hard for me. Cough-itivity.
Good job.
Cough-itivity.
It's a hard name to remember and say, I think.
Huh?
I think it is a hard name to remember and say.
It is. Mm-hmm. It is, and my brain isn't like, when I am interacting with the site, I'm not saying it out loud, right? So, anyway, it provides, like, gentle murmurs of coffee shop noise, and it was actually, like, really nice and great for focus. So, just want to plug that. Recommend it. Try it out.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Does Janelle Monáe have a Christmas album?
I don't think she does.
She's probably been on a Christmas song somewhere.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Brave Combo?
I haven't. I need to add that. Yeah, I'm going to add that whole list to my private folder.
That's a Massachusetts Brown classic.
Yeah.
What like you want to grab us the Christmas the episode that was on?
Did we talk about
Brave Combo?
Yeah, it was somebody's Christmas obsession. It sure was.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yep.
Let me see.
Who was it?
I'm surprised.
I don't. Brave Combo doesn't show up. Was it this? What is the album called?
It's Christmas
Man. That's the only reason I know about it.
I see an obsession of Christmas.
Man,
Did we?
Are our topics going missing, or did we jump a timeline here? What's happening?
I know.
This is some, like,
Oh my god, I swear we talked about it.
I mean, we could have talked about it in person, too. Because we usually get together right before Christmas, so that's possible.
One time, one of our homeworks was play Dominion. Also, get it for all of us for Christmas.
Wow. I swear we talked about it. I swear there was, like, an email from your mom about it, but I'm not seeing that either.
Weird.
I don't doubt that we mentioned it. I just don't know if it was an obsession.
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, it's Christmas Band by Brave Combo. Great album. Everybody should listen to it.
It's the first song. That polka music marks the start of the Christmas season for me.
I should listen to it. I haven't listened to, like, any Christmas music yet this year. That's probably why I'm being such a Grinch right now.
Friggin' Grinch.
Grinch.
Are you avoiding the Sia Christmas album? I was curious, Ben.
Yeah, I am.
I haven't listened to any Christmas music, so I haven't really explicitly avoided it on purpose. Mm-hmm. But I think if I did start listening to Christmas music, I probably would. But boy, is it hard to resist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a love-hate relationship with Christmas music ever, and it's been so hard to, like I said, I keep forgetting that it's almost Christmas.
Ever made no sense.
I'm glad you picked up on that thing, because Hannah's totally fine with it. I have a love-hate relationship with Christmas ever.
Christmas music.
Still the same.
Like,
Wait,
I
say your
always
sentence
have.
again. Say your sentence from the beginning.
I have a love-hate relationship with Christmas music ever. Like, even in the best of times, I have a love-hate relationship with Christmas music.
No,
I don't think that's right.
Ever is not the
Anyway,
word.
what you want.
Anyway or always.
No, I stand
not
by
ever.
it.
She wants ever. You know what?
Okay.
Free flag fly, girl.
I'm not gonna. Hey, we've already said we're not gonna yuck anyone's yum.
Yeah, I support you.
And if your yum is
that.
saying ever when it makes no fucking sense, then
Yeah,
go
when I
for
mean
it.
anyway, I'm just gonna say ever. It's like now. It was like past, present, and future, baby.
Yeah. I'm a linguistic innovator. I'm not going to be put in boxes by rules and grammar. So
She's a linguistic innovator ever, so don't at her.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of people's, this sounds like it's something that you kind of do every year, Erin, but I feel like a lot of people's reaction to 2020 being just like such a bad year has been like, I noticed that a lot more of the houses in my neighborhood are lit up, and they were all lit up like the day after Thanksgiving. Like, it seems like people really want to lean into Christmas to kind of like bring everybody's spirits back up, I guess, which is great.
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually why Christmas decorations kind of became a thing in some ways, but I just haven't been having that reaction to the season. I've been having more of a like, I keep forgetting that it's Christmas next week.
Reaction. Well, we've really been leaning in. We got 2 Christmas trees this year. We're like full. We're like full lean.
You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm alone.
Hey, let me tell you what. We love it. 0 regrets. It's delightful.
Yeah, your pictures of your evening routine where you're like just playing your Switch in front of your secondary Christmas tree.
Yeah. Well, we have the
beautiful.
Christmas tree I'm in front of all day for the office, and then I spend my evenings in front of the downstairs Christmas tree. It's great.
So nice.
Yeah. It's
Well, it's a good obsession. I'm sorry if I inadvertently yucked
You didn't.
it. Okay.
No, you didn't ever.
Okay.
That did make sense.
That did work.
Thank you.
Fuck.
What do you mean, thank you?
I
It doesn't make
wouldn't-
the one you said make sense.
Listen, even if I felt like you had yucked my yum, it wouldn't have bothered me ever.
That
also
also
works.
kind of makes sense.
Fuck,
Yeah.
It's really hard to. It's really hard
It's
to
really
tap
hard
into
to make
your.
it make as little sense as Hannah did.
It's hard to. What I was gonna say was it's really hard to tap into that specific vein of Hannah's innovation.
Ever. No, still makes sense.
I feel like you need to sub anyway. It wouldn't matter ever. Well, but that works too. Fuck. It's not a 1-to-1.
Did you say it's hard to make as little sense as Hannah did?
Yes.
Yes, I did say that.
Yep.
That's a good option for the name. Okay. All right, Ben, what is your obsession? Erin, great obsession.
Thanks.
Ben, what's your obsession
Oh,
ever?
I've got sort of a twofer because
2 for 1.
my general obsession has been
Buy one, get one free.
watching. What?
Buy one, get one free.
Yep. Correct. We got a BOGO obsession this week. Because my general obsession has been like watching relaxing Twitch streams after work.
Nice.
And there's 2 that I've really been enjoying lately. One of them, just to get the Hollow Knight out of the way, is a Hollow Knight speedrunner called Axe2U, who is Finnish, and he's really good. I think he's like has the 3rd best time for any % no major glitches, which is like one of the big categories. And he is just like a very nice, positive streamer. His chat's really nice, and really funny. And he also listens to, like, he doesn't have, he has the game volume really low and listens to like retro game music playlists the whole time he's playing. Which is just, or not even just retro game. Like he was listening to like the Shovel Knight soundtrack the other day, which is not a retro game, but he also had like Chrono Cross music and Chrono Trigger music the other day while he was streaming. It's just such a chill time, and I really enjoy it.
How do
And
you
he
spell
doesn't
X
get,
to you?
Yeah.
Axe, then the number 2, and then the letter U.
How do you spell axe?
Oh,
Well,
AX.
I tried Googling it a lot, and I couldn't get anything.
AX, number 2,
Oh,
U.
AX. Not AXE.
Yeah, that's what I did.
He also, despite living in Europe, which usually means that the streams are a really bad time to watch, being in America, he streams at... His sleep schedule is super fucked. Mm-hmm. So he streams from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. his time.
Wow.
Which is like... It starts at like 8 or 9 p.m. here, so it's like kind of perfect for me to watch after work. Especially if Kylie's working late, I just like chill out and watch that usually. So yeah, that's one. He's great. And then the other one I've been watching a lot lately is, speaking of Jenna Marbles leaving YouTube, I've been watching Julien's stream.
Yeah, his streams are really great. I like to watch the highlights.
His streams are really, really good. Lately, he's been playing a lot of Among Us. Mm-hmm. And with this mod called Proximity Chat on, which is like normally when you play Among Us, everyone mutes themselves during the round. But what Proximity Chat does is it makes it so that like people near each other can hear each other. Wow, that rhymes. when we're near each other, we
What
hear
about
each
people
other.
who are dear
Merry
to
Christmas.
each other? Dear to each other.
They fear each other. That's kind of how
true.
it goes. With
But
If they're nearer to each other, can't they hear each other ever?
That was good.
Thank you. I had to run through the whole
understood
sentence
that.
in my head first.
I understood it.
You know what? Here's one. I've been watching relaxing Twitch streams ever. That's as much sense as yours made.
That's good. That's good. We know what you mean, though.
I like it. I think it sounded great.
Yeah, but so Proximity Chat Among Us is like very different, and it's really fun because like when you're the imposter, you can like fuck with people and like you know the term marinating in Among Us.
Yeah. Erin, do you know that?
For anyone who doesn't, it's when you're playing when you're the imposter, and instead of like killing people, you spend like your whole time with one of the crewmates to like really build up a bunch of trust with them and make them think that you're like for sure a crewmate. And that has a whole new thing in Proximity Chat. Like it's so different when you can actually talk to people. And then there's also, they do this thing, the group that he plays with sometimes, where sometimes someone will leave the game and come back with a different name that's like someone else in the name Guard. Like it'll be like Julien Guard. And then like instead of doing their tasks, they just like stay around the person that they're the guard of and like protect them from people. But like one time Julien was the guard, but he was the imposter and he was guarding someone else who was a crewmate, and he would just like, it was so fucking funny. He would like be in a room with her and then he'd be like, I'll be right back, and walk out and like close the door behind him and then go kill someone and then like come back. And she like fully knew he was the imposter, but they just like had a truce because he was guarding her. It was so funny. And he ended up winning that round because he just was like he literally vented next to her and was like, be right back. And then like vented away, killed someone and vented back. It was so funny. Yeah, it's just a delight. And he plays with some really, he also like, I think very consciously tries to play. He has like some people he plays with all the time, and then he tries to rotate in a lot of new people, including people that like don't get a ton of viewers, to like give some exposure to other cool streamers.
He's a nice dude.
He is a nice dude, and yeah, it's just a fun stream. I like it.
Sometimes he plays Phasmophobia with Thomas Middleditch. Have you seen those?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I've seen clips from that. Phasmophobia is this game where you are like a ghost hunter with a group of people. It's a co-op game, and then you have to like try to get the ghosts. Have to try to get like evidence of the ghosts, I think, is what I gather. So you have to get pictures or like EVPs and stuff. But in order to do that, you have to like provoke them, and it's like got some amount of voice recognition built into the game. So you like so. Thomas Middleditch and or Julien will go in and like literally mercilessly tease the ghosts, try to like make them angry or sad so that they'll like show themselves. Even though like it probably doesn't matter what you say very much and the voice recognition is not that good. They're funny. I like those highlights.
I have watched Thomas Middleditch stream a couple times too. But he's not often playing games I'm that interested in watching.
Yeah, I haven't found him to be that. He hasn't grabbed me as a streamer. But
he's a funny guy though.
he's a funny guy.
His improv Netflix special with Ben Schwartz is very good.
Can't deny
I
he's
think
a
we still
funny
have to
guy.
watch the third ep.
I think I have to watch the second and the third one, maybe.
They're all good.
All good, baby.
I guarantee it.
Cool. Is that
Is that your twofer or is that the one and the two?
That's my two. That's the same question.
Didn't mean for this to be ever.
Yeah, that's my two furs, those two.
those two furs?
Under the umbrella of relaxing Twitch.
You know why I asked that? Because I, for some reason, thought your other one was going to be you streaming Hollow Knight, which you have done a few times this week.
No, that's been fun too, though. I want to do that more over my break.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope to catch
I want to
some.
learn. I do. I think I definitely want to learn speedrun Hollow Knight because it looks really fun to speedrun, and I can feel myself already getting a lot better at it just from playing it a bunch.
You already love
because I feel like one of the things that made me
and that's saying
that made me slightly cautious about it is how much like watching Hollow Knight speedruns. They look like so much better than I feel like I could ever be. Like
They
the
just
way
have
they
the
do boss
dance.
fights.
yeah, they just
But they also just like they've practiced the like fastest strats, and that's like something I can do. And like it gave me a lot of confidence when on this playthrough I was streaming, I beat Hornet on my first try like relatively easily, and I was like, oh wow, I could see myself like getting good at this fight if I do it a lot. Like I don't know why it took that for it to like click that it's just like, yeah, they're really good because they practiced a lot, and like you
Yeah.
could just practice too.
You can
So-
do hard things.
you just gotta get good.
True.
I know we're getting into deep territory, but yeah, I'm accidentally doing another playthrough because it's just what I'm doing while I'm listening to my audiobook. And I beat the Soul Sanctum guy first try, just like casually.
Ben did too. I saw you do that.
Yeah,
I
that
did,
just
yeah.
took me so fucking long the first time, and I was like, what?
Yeah, me too. My first playthrough, it took fucking forever.
Forever.
Me too.
Same with
Jeez.
Hornet. Hornet took me so long.
Yeah, so that feels good. I'm like, okay, girl. Who runs the world?
Girls.
Ever.
Girls run the world ever. Yeah.
I feel like it's evolving before our very eyes.
Yeah, that's what it is to be a linguistic innovator.
Ever.
A Linovator.
It's like the new period.
Ever.
Ever. It's the new period ever. You know?
All right, relaxing Twitch stream. You know?
Whatever our title ends up being, just put ever at the end of it. Unless it makes sense, and then
Merry
don't.
Christmas ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's do homework. Creative session, Ben.
No.
Did you say no?
Yep.
Well, you don't have to do it then. My
You don't
homework.
have to.
Fuck. I want
Ever.
to now.
No, you can't. Ever.
Ever.
Damn it. I want to do it now ever.
That's a good one.
All right. So, my homework is go watch Smokey Glow. Generally avoid Angelica Oles, I guess. And I put a link to one of her recent videos that I like that I talked about before in the description of the episode. And also, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Anthropology. I have another podcast called So Dreamy that you can still listen to our first 70 episodes. And that's it. That's it. Ben, are you going to the Bim Bam thing this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. So are we. By the time anyone's listening to this, that'll be over. So, sorry. It's not homework. You can't do it anymore. Erin, what's your homework?
Ben just had big sneezes. Today, Molly sneezed. I heard it from the other room, and like, I heard her sneeze, and then, like, shit was rattling. Like, she said her monitor almost fell off her knee.
Oh my god.
It was so funny. Anyway, shout out to Molly. She's the best. Okay, what do I got? Listen to some Christmas music. If it makes you happy to do so.
Ever.
Cultivate the cozy feelings in your heart and express them through music. Ever. If you need some help, if you're like, hey, that sounds fun, I'd like some help exploring some alternative Christmas music, well, I can only show you what I found, but I'm happy to help. Email us, text us, don't blaze it. Don't dial blaze it. Yeah. Email us, but we're probably taking next week off, and we probably won't check it till the new year, so sorry.
Yeah.
I missed your email.
Yeah, we're gonna not be. We should say that officially. We're gonna take next week off.
We're gonna take the week off. Yeah, listen to Christmas music instead. Take that 90 minutes that you would have spent trying to get through this podcast and listen to some Christmas music anyway. Not get through it, but finish it. It's rough.
Oh.
What?
Wait. Also, don't forget to manifest all your stuff on Monday, the 21st.
Yeah. Thank you, Hannah. You can also check out my lesbian lending library at lesbianlendinglibrary.com. I just got some exciting new romance novels and I have to catalog. And that's it for me. Ben.
My homework is watch twitch.tv/ax2u. That's AX number 2, the letter U. And also watch twitch.tv/Julien.
With an E.
Like NUMBERTWO.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly that. Go there. Also, my Twitter is NiceSuperBen, and my Twitch is Disco Greg, where I will probably be streaming more Hollow Knight soon.
If you want to call us, text us, tell us your obsession, or whether your significant other or other adult human in your life gets shorter and taller regularly.
Is an accordions.
Or about Christmas music or anything. You can, but again, don't expect to hear back before Christmas.
Yeah, sorry I missed your email.
You can reach us eventually at our phone number 774-326-0420. Blaze it for baby Jesus, but don't dial.
Blaze it.
You can find us on Twitter at 2broadpod. You can find us on Instagram at way2broad. You can email us way2broad@gmail.com. And if you miss any of that contact information or you're looking for the links and stuff, you can find all of that on our website at way2broad.com for anything you want. earnben.com for anything you need. maxfun.org for a sweet dog on a boat. And that's it. So
that's all.
The podcast candles are now extinguished.
She checks with me to see if I have a podcast candle, even though my lighting of the podcast candle reminded her to light her podcast candle.
Yeah, I know. I'm such a fool ever.